Good morning. Welcome to morning meditation. And now we are bouncing all over the place. Wow. New effect. We'll call it special effects mastery. Ooh. So, where do we get I'll show them behavior from? And why do we feel the need to do that when something is slightly putting us off? I mean, it's a jump to scenario for us. And then it becomes I mean, this happens on social media and stuff all the time. Somebody puts a nasty quip on something, and then people are like, haha, lol, 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 and it's not really that funny. There's so many better ways to actually be clever. So I'm thinking today that I want to open my mind up to ways to be clever that are not a little snide and a little sarcastic. Doesn't mean I'm going to lose a little snide and a little sarcastic, because that is a little bit part of my personality. But it doesn't mean that I have to use them at the expense of another. Yeah, it's like you can joke and tease with somebody who knows you're joking and teasing, but you can joke and tease with somebody that you know, as long as you know that the thing you're joking and teasing about is not causing a hurt, it's causing a laugh. And so cleverness, yeah, I like cleverness in so many forms. But cleverness in just being mean, it's just being mean. Today's morning meditation, we're going to find our cleverness in 100 other ways, so that when the cleverness of somebody just being mean, I do this to celebrities all the time, as if they signed up for it. I mean, they signed up for an acting job or a singing job. They didn't sign up to... Anyway, so we're going to open up our third eye, which opens up our ability to look at other experiences and find other avenues through other places to be clever. What if you wrote something that was clever? A story, a neat little irony, an interchange between people that was interesting, very clever. What if you painted something? What if you listened instead of judging? And every time a judgment came up, you went, oh, no, not gonna happen here today. Calm that puppy down and go forward. There are a lot of what ifs. And the truth is, it all comes down to kindness. Am I going to take the time to calm the judgment I was taught to do? And yes, we were all taught to do it in one way, shape, or form. It's some way someone is supposed to be better than someone else in something or other. And the truth is, we are all doing our best to be good people. And that's enough. It really is. That's enough. So, let's find more clever ways of being kind. Start off in our third eye, which is up here. It's a nice indigo blue. Just lovely, deep, deep, deep color. And start feeling that connect to the higher power. Feel yourself awash in unconditional love, kindness, wisdom beyond what we can even fathom. All coming in through the crown. Come back. And let's feel these vibrations and these colors start to vibrate together in frequency. Feel ourselves balancing. Keep your ears on top of your hips so that you have a nice straight flow on your spinal fluid. Connect to the earth. Feet on the ground, bare feet if possible. Let yourself become part of the conversation there too. Today, we're going to help change that conversation as well as the one in our own brain. Let's bring it back up. Feel the different harmonizing frequencies, your body awash with the vibration of your own energy. Oh, I need another good stretch. So we'll do the crown again. It's hard not to laugh when a clever dig comes in. It's hard because we need laughter right now. The whole world needs laughter. So let's go into our mind palace. Calm down the tornado. Open up the windows. Make sure all the doors are ajar. Clear the drains. The more good you put in, you gotta have some place for stuff you don't need anymore to go away. And you want to push it out with good. It's the most effective way of getting it done. Dogs are having themselves a wonderful time playing in the background. Okay. Come back into. Yeah. I do this every day and I can still fall out of it. It's so easy. Calm the tornado. So let's go into this door over here. This is where we laugh at stuff that is mean. We're going to set up another pathway. Not to comment, not to be, Yet another pathway to just, whatever, and walk on by. We can't change other people, and that's fine. We don't need to change anyone else. And just sweep away the edges of that little pathway. Get a little more narrow and a little bit more uncomfortable to walk down. And build this one up. Just walk by. I accept that there are things that I cannot change. Everybody in themselves has to choose to not find hurting a person funny. And now, I want you to feel the way that you felt when you first engaged a piece of artwork that just thrilled you. Whether it's a book or a movie or a piece of music, a piece of art that just captured everything. It made you think, and made you feel and made you smile and spoke to you. And let's hold that feeling. Let's hold that feeling. I'm going to take that up here, put it on that new bridge. And so that the feeling that we get by denying mean art is a feeling of just passing by and remembering a wonderful piece of art. Replace it, replace it, replace it. And the more we take this synapse instead of this synapse, by choice, then the more wonderful pleasure we are bringing into our life. And that will eventually grow that path to where it knocks the other one out completely and it's gone. And it goes out the drains. And the path we have is a path of, oh, wow. I remember the first time I read Animal House, the first time I saw Charlotte's Web. I remember the first time I read Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, or saw Steel Magnolias and cried at the end like a blubbering fool. And this leads you to seeking out more art. Art does something to your brain, and I'm going to explain it a little bit here from my understanding. I'm not a neurosurgeon. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist, a psychiatrist. I'm just a damn artist, okay? But this is what I think I know, having turned mine around from being extremely ill by using these techniques. I think I know that when you are in a creative space, by watching, looking, engaging with art in any way, you've taken all those things that you worry about off of your left brain. And your left brain is the brain that heals you. Without all of this burden, free to just do its, background shit, your brain starts healing and regulating and running your body. And that's why people meditate, so that they can get into a peaceful state to allow their brain to work. Get all the junk off the top, no longer bogging it down. You can work. When your office is cluttered with boxes and things are piled on things and you can't see, and it takes this and that and this and that to get around and move and to do anything at all, frustrating and irritating, you don't work very well. And that's kind of what the left brain is. You got times that we got to meet people and things that we have to do and responsibilities we have to take care of, and we have to plan this and we have to prep this and we have to blah, 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 blah. Coming into an artist, coming in as an artist, or coming in to engage with an artist, whether that's looking at a painting, an art installation, or watching a dance, or listening to music, or audible, listening to books. That is wonderful when you got other things to do, to have a book going in the background. You could just get immersed and get so much done, at least for the ADHD brain. So healing happens. Regulation happens. Functionalities happen when you are elsewhere. When you stop and you enjoy the beauty of a tree. When you ground yourself and you think about the nature that's around you. You have put yourself into a state where you free your left brain and you engage your right brain. And this is how your body heals. All on its own, all based upon systems that are put in there and stuff that even the most knowledgeable don't know everything about yet. It's complex, and there's some things that are things you just know. Quantum physics proves this all the time, that you can't put words to. How do you know when somebody's standing behind you if they never touch you and you don't see it? You know, because your energy interacts with their energy. What is entanglement? How is it that the cat isn't in a box until you decide the cat's in the box? All quantum physics questions. And as long as it isn't tangible and provable by methods that we currently have, it isn't considered. And everybody's routine for their own wellness or to bring themselves back into a state of health should have many different modalities. Things that you do yourself, the established medical, based on your choices, stuff you'd never heard of, a little bit of just freaking joy, and then meditation. Getting yourself out of the constant worry. And when you're in constant pain, it's really hard to do. It is. You have to deliberately go somewhere else and find what your avenue is. And so I teach it using art, images. Other people do it with music, writing, imagining, creating, fabricating, building. Beautiful stuff. I'm going to go up into our third mind chamber. And there's this huge box right in the middle over top of your head. We're just going to knock that side down. Let's knock all those walls down. And let's just be there for a minute. All the things we know, gone. All the things we know we don't know, gone. Let's just be open to the experience of the moment. And whatever download we get, whatever this experience, this moment in life brings us, let's just embrace it. Awesome. And when you get in that really good place, being present and embracing and engaging with beauty, let's take that through our feet and send that down into the energy of the world. This isn't changing people. This is simply changing the part of the energy that I am privy to. And my part is in kindness and humor, good humor, and cleverness into the world for appreciation and love and gratitude and all that good stuff. Box down. Download, open, receiving. Feel your different chakras. Feel their harmony. Feel the flow of the spinal fluid from your ears to your tailbone. Connect to the conversation of the earth. And let yourself be awash in that which you have just put in there. Sitting in like a hot tub. Nummy, nummy. And come back up. back down, back down, back down. And have a great day going forward. Namaste.